It is clear, but it is cold here today as EA Sports takes us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. This is taken just shy of the 10. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. They'll look to throw here. Dancing to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Patriots 0.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
A handoff to Moss on the option. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a run with Moss. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Moss. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
That's good for 28 yards.
Right there. 54 Mike. You don't want none of that.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Zach Moss His third touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 9 now. Flush to his right. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, 1st down.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He didn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Dolphins 14, Patriots 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Intercepted by the
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 27. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And the Dolphin 1st down.
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
Now a run with Montgomery. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown, Miami.
David Montgomery with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
Is good.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Moss. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Intercepted by
well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in his game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll roll him out right. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 32 on the play.
Rip right. Watch the edge. Hawk 70.
They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey. 35's the mic. Here we go. Watch the safety creep. Nike 18. Mike 35.
2nd and 14. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. For Kidder here, it's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. For a Dolphins touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Gay is on for the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Dolphins 28, Patriots 7. Matt Gay set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a pickup of 6.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Watch your slant. Dragon 60.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his target, it's Schultz. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
41-yard line.
Pull it together.
Here's a give to Moss out of the shotgun.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll go again here with Moss.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Watch the slant.
Vaughn on 1st and 10.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
18.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll run on first down. Vaughn.
Tackle by Ashton Davis up from the secondary.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Cleveland Farrell, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept you in a lot of games, and now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
To Montgomery to begin the drive, and very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
39-yard line.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Gets sacked. A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 9.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
35's the mic. I'm
19. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Lining up for the extra point.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they got an answer for it.
The run there on 1st down gets him a yard to the 26.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Kill.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Mike 35, Mike.
Now back to throw. Got a man, Slayton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
5-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Mike 35. Here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's caught by Howard. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts.
3 yards.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him. Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
To Devin Duvernay. It's a gain of 12. Brings up third down and
Out of the gun now on third down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So now a big spot for the Pats as they'll go for two.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
They'll look to throw. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a one-score game. So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here.
set to kick off.
And the Dolphins are going to recover. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
The ball carrier.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Miami.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Switch.
36.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, first and 15.
Hey, we are.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Let's get off the field.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A lot of times, just that first read that you have, maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
35's the mic. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Chance.
70 Rangers.
He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by John Johnson, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
David Montgomery.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
Kyle
Duggar up to make the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for Miami, it'll be a 13th win on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for New England, it just keeps getting worse as they're going to fall to 1-14. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.